Yo guys, now to the stage today I want to be bringing you a new what if special that I promised that I'm going to record when we hit 40 subscribers. This is going to be a what if special. It's going to be what if deku had angel key. So to start off this what if, we're going to start off at the Midoriya household. In this what if, deku is going to be born with a twin sister. Yes, his sister is going to be, let's see, Kazuya Midoriya. So yeah, it's going to be Kazuya Midoriya. So to start off this, what if we start off when Deku and his sister were chanting, "Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go," telling this to their mother and father in Midoriya and Izashi, or is it Hiyashi? I don't know. Izashi Midoriya. So they were telling their parents to hurry up and let's go to the quack doctor so that they can get a sign or they can know what their quacks are. So they were heading off. A quick flashback, we then see, yeah, Izashi and Inko deciding that they need to have a baby. That baby is going to help them stand or grow more economically and have better lives, and they're going to use this baby to be a hero. And if the kid has a quirk, a powerful quirk, is going to be a very well-known hero and they will have more money. But they when Inko gave birth to two twins, Izashi or Yashi, I don't know. Izashi was pretty much happy because now he has two chances. If the other one doesn't have a powerful quirk, the other one might have, or if both of them have powerful quirks, he's going to get double the money. He's going to train them to have to be more powerful, and maybe they can be like All Might one of these days. But when they get to the quack doctor, end of the flashback, I forgot to say, when they get to the quack doctor, the doctor said, I have great news, before checking for Izuku's quack, because they started by checking Kazuya's quack and they said, I have great news. I have great news. Your daughter has two quacks. She has pyrokinesis and telekinesis. Pyrokinesis, I think that people who can control fire or explosions. I don't know. Telekinesis, I think people who can control like anything using their minds. He said your daughter has two powerful quirks. He has pyrokinesis and telekinesis. Yeah, pyrokinesis can blow pretty much anything or burn anything. And telekinesis can even lift like 1,000 tons of things, and it's pretty much powerful enough to lift an entire city or bring down a media from space. And they were pretty much happy because their daughter has a powerful quirk, and they were just waiting for Izuku's quirk. They thought that because they are twins, they must have identical quirks. They must have pyrokinesis and telekinesis, both of them. But when Izuku's results came out, it was discovered that Izuku was quirkless. Izashi, hearing this news, he looked at Izuku with such disgust in his eyes, and he looked at Izuku like Izuku was like a traitor, like he was worthless, and he didn't want him to be called by the Midoriya name anymore because he's such a disgrace. Because ever since like them, ever since when the Midoriya family was established or made, none of their members, no one was of them were born quackless. So this was a first. And I'm going to say in this what if only 2% of people don't have quirk. Let's say a billion of the population, a billion has quirks, and let's say like 100 people, let's say let's say 60 people in the world, all over the world, only 60 people don't have quirks. So Izashi took this as an insult because if you're quackless in this world, there's nothing you can do. Because even if like you were robbed in the streets and you go to the police and tell them that you were robbed, they said they ask you why is your quack, and you say I'm quackless. They just want to leave you alone and say go die you losers, because they are trying to get, even the governments are trying to get rid of the population that doesn't have quacks, but they can't, because some of them are like old people. Let's say like I said it was 100. Let's say the rest, let's say 140 of people who are quackless are like old people or people in their 30s or 40s. The rest of them, like between 10 of them, yeah, 10 of them are like teenagers and newborn, let's say 5 years old, because you go to the quack doctor, so to the quack doctor when you are 5 years old, I think, are quackless. Only 10 people, because the other, they don't care about them, they're going to die soon, and they're going to be left off with quackless people. So they were thinking of strategies to reduce the number of quackless people, but they just let them live for now. And in this world, as I will say, if you were to reproduce or make a baby, it's like 99% of the time you will have a baby with a quack, and with a born with a powerful quack, because of the thing that is called quack singularity. If a parent has a baby now, the baby is going to have a stronger quack than their parents. If that baby has a baby, their baby is going to have a stronger quack than them, and if that baby, so and so on and so on. So not many people in this world are born quackless, and this devastated Yuzuku so much that he was crying. I think that Izuku was so devastated so much that he was crying. But Inko and Izashi didn't even care, and Izuku's sister was confused because she was only 5 years old and she didn't know what is happening. So she was just confused sitting there. And on their way back home, Inko and Hizashi planning what to do with Izuku. They thought of just leaving him on the streets and they just did that. Eh, it's too soon. He's still little, but he's actually didn't care. In course, let's keep him for like another 2 years, and they agreed on this because he's actually he just wants to see where Izuku will end up. So he agreed and said, we'll keep him for 2 years, and when the 2 years are up, we'll leave him in the streets. So Inko and Isashi told Izuku's sister that don't respect Izuku because he's powerless, and don't respect people without power. And as any 5-year-old Kazuya took this to heart and started bullying Izuku and making fun of him. And beating him up when because Izuku doesn't know that his parents are going to abandon him in the next 2 years. So when he says, Mom, Dad, Kazuya is bullying me, they just ignore him or beat him up. So this was the routine for Izuku. If he complains, he gets beaten up. And Kazuya, if she complains that Izuku is doing something, Izuku gets beaten up. And this happens for like the 2 years that Izuku was being raised. So after the 2 years, the time was up for Izuku. Izuku was abandoned and put in an orphanage. No, it wasn't an orphanage. It was just put in the street because even the orphanage doesn't accept people who are quirkless. Because what are they going to do? If you are put in the orphanage, you must pull your weight, and quirkless people can do that. So Izuku was just dropped in a random street and left to die. Like 2 days passed and Izuku was pretty much hungry, and due to hunger Izuku passed out, and he was in his mindscape when he's like a little boy. I think the Grand Priest showed up and said, Yo, what the fuck are these people doing to you, dude? Just said, why are they treating you this way? You have more power than this planet and the universe combined, but they treat you like trash. And it was a what? I don't have power, I'm quickless. And then the Grand Prix said, no, you have my power inside of you. I'm going to train you like crazy so that that power can manifest and you can show them all that you are their god, and they made the wrong choice messing with you. And like Izuku was passed out for, let's say, a day, but no one was taking care of him. Izuku was just laying there, passed out. But in this day, Izuku felt like he spent an eternity because the Grand Priest was using like angel powers to slow down time, like a minute out of there in the real world, a minute in the real world, it's like 4 days in there. So Izuku spending like a whole day passed out. Let's say pretty much spent a year inside the his mindscape. So Izuku was trained by the Grand Priest. Now Izuku learned Angel Key and many stuff. Izuku say is going to change to become white, like he's going to learn Ultra Instinct too, but he's just going to stay like silver, let's say white. His hair is going to change to be white, and those freckles are going to disappear. And like Izuku looks very cool right now. So when Izuku wakes up, he had like knowledge of pretty much anything in the universe. So Izuku, I forgot to mention that, yeah, he is 7 years old. A 7-year-old decided to go and find a job or hunt in the forest. So he chose the best thing to go, like get a job, doing odd tasks and getting paid. So Izuku was doing this for like another 2 years. Now he's 9 years old. He has like a job, an apartment. He can pretty much, he has like a passive income and he's just living his life. Like when Izuku was 9 years old, there was like a media coming to hit the town, and every news channel was recording this. They said this could end the human race if this media hits planet Earth, and this media was like huge, and all the heroes, even All Might, uh, didn't have the power or the firepower to blow this media up. But Izuku was just walking down the streets carrying his groceries, or let's say food he was going to eat, and he sees the media and said, what the fuck is happening? So yeah, Izuku was wearing like a hoodie and a black hoodie and black pants, and like all the face clothes were black, and he was not covering his face. His face was showing. So Izuku started flying like casually, not like at our speeds, and even the news channel were recording this because they want to document the end of their planet and the end of the human race. So they were recording this when Izuku, they saw a boy. They estimated that he was like 9 years old, was flying and was heading to the media, and the boy just put out his hand and punched the media, and the media exploded into like nothing. There was no debris or nothing left, and the boy just flew away, and the people were just flabbergasted and said, what the fuck? How can a 9-year-old boy blow up the media that even the number one hero couldn't blow up? What is happening? So they were all confused on how, what did that boy do to that media? That media was supposed to be the end of the planet. How can a boy blow up a media like it was nothing? Because Izuku he didn't even put much effort. Let's say he just like flicked the media, and the media was nothing. Like it was reduced to space dust. So the people were looking around for the boy, and one day Izuku was walking around the city when he saw like a villain. This villain was terrorizing the city, and this villain, no hero can defeat him. But All Might wasn't there. All Might wasn't there, and this villain was like bodying people up and turning things upside down. Even that giant lady, I don't know her name, I forgot. The giant lady couldn't do anything. The number two hero, Endeavor, couldn't do anything. All Might was on the way, and even Eraserhead were All Might and Eraserhead were on their way to fight to stop this film. But Izuku just went there and looked at the villain and said, "Oh, what's up?" And then the villain said, "Get away, you go away, you brat, or I'll kill you." And Izuku said, "Kill me." And the villain just threw a huge, let's say, a huge truck towards Izuku. Izuku was just he caught the truck with one hand and said, "Was this supposed to kill me?" And I forgot to say that the media was recording this, and they realized that this was the same boy who stopped, who flicked media, and it was turned into space dust. So they said, "Oh, he's back again," because Izuku disappeared for like 5 months and no one can find him, and they gave up on finding him. So they said he's back again, and Izuku was like pretty much pissed because this villain threw a truck containing like food, and he could have damaged the food, because in this what if the only thing that Izuku cares about is like food. He didn't save the planet because he was doing good. He saved the planet because he will lose all the food. So he was pretty much pissed, and he wanted to beat up the villain. And the villain said, you were that kid who stopped the media that day." And Izuku said, maybe not, but you're going to be punished for you're going to be punished by the law, and the law of the food. You don't waste food or you will die. And Izuku charged at the villain, and one shot, I don't know what to say, like he didn't even flick him, he just rushed inside. Okay, let's say he teleported in front of the villain, and the villain passed out because he couldn't handle Izuku's pressure and power. So what Izuku said, he passed out. Eraserhead and Nomad showed up, and Eraserhead tried to bind Izuku with his scarf, and Izuku was just sitting there, so, a scarf. And Eraserhead was erasing Izuku's quirk, but Izuku doesn't have a quirk. So Eraserhead said, "Who are you? And wow, why did you do this thing?" And Izuku said, "For food. I saved your damn planet for food." And then Omar said, "You are coming with us." And Izuku said, "I don't think so." And he broke out of the of Eraserhead scarf and said, "Okay, you guys I'll see you like never. Okay, bye bye. And when he was about to fly off, Principal Nezu came and said, "Yo, can I talk to you? I want to ask you something." Izuku said, "I'd rather not. I have like anime to watch, things to do. I've worked. I've got to go to work and see." And they said, "No, we'll do anything." And then Izuku said, "Anything?" Yeah. And then they say, "Yes." Izuku said, "How about you give me unlimited food and apartment to live, and that's it?" And they say, "Don't you have any more demands?" And then Izuku said, "I don't really care about much." And then they say, "What's your name?" And then Izuku said, "My name? I let's say my name is Whis, because when Izuku was in the mindscape, he met with and he liked his attitude and he liked how Whis was funny because the Grand Priest brought Whis with him, and Whis was the one who thought like Izuku got key, because ever since Izuku blew up the media, he didn't blow up the media using his angel key or anything, he was just using God key alone. So Izuku here was just scratching the surface of his power. He wasn't even using like a much power to fight or destroy the media. And even the villain just passed out from feeling the pressure from is coming out from Izuku, because he knows if he does one, he do something wrong or stupid, he will die. So Izuku came and said, "Where's my food?" And then they say, "You're going to get it." And Izuku said, "Yo, why do you guys want me?" And then they say, "We want you to join our school." And then Izuku said, "What school?" And they say like junior high. And Izuku said, "Bro, I'm 9." And then they say, "Oh, you're 9. We thought that you were 14." Or Izuku said, "Maybe next time." They say, "No, want to we want you to come to a school when you are like 14 years old, and when you when you uh like smart enough." Yuzuku said, "Am I not smart enough? I know everything that happens in this universe, but you tell me that I'm not smart enough. I even know what the universe is made out of, and I have control over all the multiverse, but you tell me that I'm not smart enough." They say, "No, no, you just need you to have like basic education." But you say, "Okay, I'll go to like, oh, we'll come to you when I have that basic knowledge that you are speaking of." And then Izuku was off. And like the time skip when Izuku was like 14 years old, but Izuku didn't do that. Let's say entrance exam. Izuku didn't do the entrance exam. Izuku just was recommended, because first of all, Izuku didn't go to them and said, "I want to join you." They came to him and say, "We want you to join UA." So he didn't do the hero entrance exam. So the other did their hero entrance exam, and the rest of the group that was accepted to UA came and was in the class. And the one person who Izuku hated the most was his sister Kazuya. Was in the same class with him. She was arrogant as ever, and in this what I'm going to say, All Might gave Kazuya his quirk because he knows that Kazuya has two quirks. She has telekinesis and pyrokinesis. So he's just thought that if I give a like all for one or one for all, I don't know. Let's see, one for all. Eh, yes, if he gives her one for all, she will be the greatest. She'll be the greatest hero ever to live, and she'll even overpower Whiz because the whole thing his name is Whiz, and they didn't do much research because Izuku in this what if is like a ghost. He started existing like the day he blew that media, and that's it. Because if you're quirkless, you, you're pretty much like useless. They don't even input you into the database or the database that you are alive or anything because they can do anything to you if you're quirkless. So Izuku wasn't even in the database. They just call him Whis. And the next day when Izuku was in class, his sister came, but she didn't know that this was Izuku, and she started saying, I'm going to beat I'm going to beat you with, because they were all watching the news. Izuku was all over the news, and they knew that his name was Whis, the kid who blew the media up. They just said, I'm going to beat you up, Whis. And Izuku was just not giving a damn, wasn't giving attention to it, and just pretty much went back to sleep. And Aizawa, is it Aizawa, came in and said, well, to them, we're going to do the Quirk assessment test. And they said, Kazuya coming because she got the best score out of everyone. They said, Kazuya coming. And Kazuya said yes. He said, Kazuya, come. And Kazuya said yes. And Aizawa said, throw this ball as far as you can. She threw the ball and came to like 10,000 meters away. And the people was like, yo, she can throw. And many people were impressed. And they did the test when Izuku just demolished everything, because when it comes to the grip test, Izuku broke the thing and the sensors said error when he threw the ball. He didn't even say infinity because infinity is like too small to measure up the distance in which Izuku threw the ball, because it was the machine just said error. Oh, we can't count this shit, bro. So Izuku pretty much demolished the test, and I think this is where I'm going to end it off. I know that it may not be very interesting, and guys, before we leave, don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want me to do more what ifs related to My Hero Academia or any other anime. Tell me down below and I'll make them. Peace.